Just how green is Vermont's cannabis industry?
The answer depends on where it's grown. Research shows indoor cannabis cultivation emits significantly more carbon, with one study estimating 30 times more emissions than outdoor growth. Of Vermont's 416 licensed cannabis cultivators, just over 40% are indoors. Others grow indoor and outdoor depending on the season.
Our Sophia Thomas asked industry experts what that means for Vermont's climate and joins us live. Well, listen, John, compared to massive indoor growers across the country, Vermont's are relatively small. Still, their emissions add up.
It's the start of the season at Sunset Lake Cannabis in South Hero. Seedlings will grow in the greenhouse for a few weeks before taking root outside. For the second year in a row, Sunset Lake achieved climate neutral certification. They purchased carbon offsets outside of Vermont to make up for last year's 100 tons of emissions. They believe their emissions would be even higher if they were growing indoors.
Indoor growing is like this crazy engineering project of you're really dialing in like the humidity and the light and the temperature and the CO2 levels. Whereas outdoors, how does it look today?
Vermont's Cannabis Control Board Commissioner Kyle Harris explains the lighting and controls used for indoor growth is a major energy suck.
You're keeping lights on, high intensity lights, grow lights on for 12 hours a day or 18 hours a day. That's a lot of energy production to maintain, not to mention your HVAC equipment, your fans.
The exact breakdown of CO2 emissions from Vermont's indoor versus outdoor growers is blurry. The state says it doesn't track individual growers' carbon footprint, but it requires energy-efficient equipment for indoor growers and tracks its use.
To make sure that folks are kind of moving in a direction that we think is best for the state and all the other folks that are tapped into the grid.
Back in the islands, Sunset Lake searches for localized ways to curb rather than offset its emissions.
Can we source better products closer? Can we find other companies with a similar mission to ours so that we can, reduce our inputs overall and, have a smaller carbon footprint?
Harris says he hopes to really hone in on efficiency as the industry becomes more established. Live in Burlington, Sophia Thomas, Channel 3 This Morning.